In object-oriented programming languages, method overloading is an important property. Overloading methods enables you to define methods with the same name as long as their signatures are different. By signatures, we mean the parameter list. So, if you overload your methods, each one of these methods must have different parameter lists. So again, overloading a method means using the exact same name for multiple methods. You may want to do this for a case where, for example, you have to write several methods to do possibly very similar things, but with different parameters. Also keep in mind that you cannot overload methods based on different modifiers or different return types. The compiler will never check return types when you're overloading methods. So you cannot, or the compiler cannot differentiate methods just based on the return type of the method. So we have been using this max method earlier as an example, but that example works only with the integer data type. What, for example, if you need to determine which of the two double numbers has the maximum value? Obviously, since the parameter list of max expects an integer value, you cannot just send two floating point numbers to that function and expect it to run. You will get a compiling error. So here in this case, the solution is to create another method with the same name, but this time the parameter list will be different. Instead of two integers, it will accept two double numbers. So here is how you do it. You define the function as it is, public static double, that's the return value. Instead of int, we will have double, and then max is the name of the method, the same name, but then the signature will be different. This time, instead of int, we will have double num1 and double num2. And inside the method, you can compare the two numbers and return whichever is bigger. Now, if you call max function and assume that your program has two max methods, one working with integer parameters, the other one working with double parameters, you are allowed to define these two methods with the same name. Whenever you call the max function with integer parameters, the compiler will know that you're actually meaning to call the max function, max method, with that takes integer parameters. When you call that function with double parameters, the compiler will know that you're calling the max function with double parameters. So there will be no confusion. This property is referred to as method overloading. Again, multiple methods have the same name, but the compiler determines which method to use based on the method's signature.